Welcome to Alchemize Yourself Tarot. You guys are having a major breakthrough with divine timing, shifting things in your favor in this major way. And it seems that right as you have detached from someone, this is somebody that's been hot and cold with you, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. They were hot and cold and creating drama for you, or you were just really at odds. This person may have had you chasing them or, in competition with others. They just were not prioritizing the connection with you. And they're going to be coming back around. Five of Swords, Queen of Swords. And the thing is you've been working really hard. Eight of Coins. You've been working really hard on manifesting, releasing this, moving on with your life, refocusing your energy, and you're really going to be giving this person the side eye when they come back around, because you're going to be wondering with this Queen of Swords, you're no longer in that Queen of Wands energy where you're warm, confident, and vibrant with them. You're going to be side-eyeing this person because what are they coming back to play? What do they want? And we're going to be breaking this down. Are they wanting reconciliation, or are they trying to sabotage? Because I feel like with the Five of Swords, you may be in for a surprise, especially for those of you that are closing out cycles, starting over, manifesting something new. We're going to be breaking down what this person is up to. What are they really thinking and feeling, and what are their true intentions? Because I feel like, and I've been getting this energy today of moving on, accepting that you were incompatible with this particular person, not really trying to fight for or chase the connection any longer. Basically, those of you watching this, you're moving on, you're accepting, you're elevating spiritually, really refocusing your energy. And then it's like, just when you think that you've completely detached and you and this person have gone your separate ways, that it's like that energy shift. And you'll notice that a lot of times, just as the energy shifts after you've really worked to detach from a connection, that's when the energy shifts and they become obsessed with you, or they want to come back around. They want to, test the waters. I'm getting with the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. It's like they're wanting to test the waters with you. They're wanting to challenge you. Just to see if they can kind of get your energy again, because fives, anytime you're in conflict or kind of getting into some sort of drama again, it feeds the energy. It gets you distracted. It sabotages what you're trying to focus on, what you're really trying to manifest. And some of you with that Eight of Coins and Ten of Wands, you've been working really hard to let this whole situation go. So let's see, what is their current energy? And I'm enjoying this Jane Austen tarot. It's really chatty as far as human situations. So we're going to see if we can get some clear messages on this person's energy at this time and what their intentions are. Yeah, Eight of Coins. The current energy, they see that you've been working hard. This person knows that you have been refocusing your attention, doing whatever it is you do for work, taking care of other things in your life. This person could have also been really busy. They may have been distracting themselves with working as well. Sometimes both of you separate in order to focus on other things. But what are their current thoughts? What are they thinking in regards to you? What are they thinking? Yeah, Ten of Swords, Ten of Quills. They're thinking that this is over. That, you know, they've walked away, they've ended. So they're thinking about the ending that the two of you had. So they may be in a similar energy where they've refocused themselves as well. They're focusing on work. They may be thinking about how something ended between the two of you. You see that, you know, the feminine sitting here and the masculine's walking out the door. So they're thinking about how things ended, how they may have sabotaged this connection or ended things with you. There could even be some confusion about who ended it, right? Maybe they thought there was like an open door, that there was a mutual understanding that you both had other things to focus on and do. So they may be thinking, is this really over? What are they feeling? They're feeling Four of Wands. Well, they could be feeling like they want to come back together with you. They could be wanting to be in a commitment with you. Four of Wands, and then in the original spread we had the Ten of Cups. So this person could be thinking about wanting to reconnect with you, but with the marriage here, it could be that they're wanting to recommit themselves to this. They may have even thought that you got into a new commitment or moved on. But their intention, what is the intention here? Because I don't like the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. There's definitely some underlying conflict to that. So what is their intention? What is their intention when it comes to you and this connection? We have Knight of Wands. Yep, that was in your challenge position. This person definitely wants to rush back in. They want to test the waters. This person could be, they're wanting passion. They have a strong desire. This person may even give you the impression that they've moved on, that they've gotten together with someone else. That could be, it's like they want you to know that. Because Five of Swords with the Five of Wands, it's like they're in competition with you right now. And it's like they're wanting to test the waters. They're wanting to rush back in to see if they still have an effect on you. That if there's still a desire or passion, if there's a passion to reunite. If you're still wondering if there's going to be a commitment offered. But just keep in mind, the Knight of Candles, the Knight of Wands is not a super committal energy. The Knight of Wands acts on impulse and desire. But once the Knight of Wands gets what they want, they tend to kind of go back and do their own thing. So we'll see what the hidden influence here is. What's the hidden influence that this person is hiding? Nine of Swords. They've been feeling really anxious. This person could be up late at night. They're very anxious about what occurred. Anxious about whether or not things are really over between the two of you. Something's been keeping them up at night. They could even be feeling your energy, like they know they left you in a very anxious, something about the way things ended between the two of you left everything up in the air. It left both of you feeling really anxious, but I'm getting that the tables turned. They're starting to feel what you felt when the ending occurred. Sometimes the tables will turn, the energy will shift, where, you know, right as you start to detach and move on, they start to feel the full weight of the ending. And the challenge here is Nine of Coins. Some of you are doing really well on your own. Also, this person may have wanted to be single. They wanted to be independent. And with the Maiden, it's like this person, I'm getting that they just want to test the waters. Maiden of Coins is They want to see if they can still be friends with you and still kind of do their own thing. Because as a challenge, you're also enjoying your freedom and independence. You've learned how to move on without this person. And with the Ten of Cups as one of your overall energy in the first spread, you may even be meeting somebody. They want to know if you're happy or if you're in a new relationship. But yeah, this is the challenge. Somebody wants to be able to kind of breadcrumb or do their own thing. See if they can. Nine of Coins with the Knight of Wands would be somebody that likes their freedom and independence, but they like the security of the coins. It's like they like the idea of having somebody that grounds and stabilize, somebody that they can come back to, but they still want their freedom. I think this person still wants their freedom, and I think that's what's created the conflict to begin with. I think this person, definitely, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, it's like they were very attracted to you. There was a lot of passion and desire. But it was like they kind of like this energy of freedom, being able to travel, being able to go do whatever they want, being able to decide how they spend their money, their finances. That could be very important for this person, especially if they work really hard. It's like Maiden of Coins is somebody that you're not really investing a whole lot into. It's more like a friendship. So they could be testing the waters. In the near future, though, what are they going to do? Because I feel like it's going to come really unexpectedly. It's going to be when that final chord, it's like Ten of Swords, when they finally realize that them walking away was the end of something. It's when they have that realization. Because just because you've had that realization doesn't mean that they have. So it's like it's the full weight of it is hitting them. The energetic cord is being severed. It's like there's nothing left there. So the near future, they could be coming back in to start to give. Six of Coins would be generosity. Seeing if they start investing in the connection again, will they, have you investing? So they're going to see how invested you are into having some sort of dynamic of give and take again. They're going to see if there's some reciprocity, if you're open to giving to the connection again. But your advice, what should you do with this? What is your advice? You're going to have to think about this. The Two of Quills is like the Two of Swords. You may not know what to do, especially if you've moved on. It's like, I think this that's the Five of Quills. Five of Swords energy. It's like you're not going to know how to respond. Because I think you have a lot of passion and desire. Obviously, if you're still connected to checking in on them energetically, there's still like this desire to do, should you stay or should you go? Should you accept this person's offer? Because they might actually come in with a generous offer. They might ask you out on a date or try to do something for you. If this person's been working on their finances, they might try to flaunt that for you. So it's like it's going to feel like this person puts you into another stalemate. It's like they're wanting to get you back in your head to see if you're still willing to engage or if you're committed to them or to someone else. So your advice is, I wouldn't be quick to make a decision about this person. You may have to think about it. You may have to be in your Queen of Swords energy where you're having to make a head over heart decision, because I'm not seeing any cups here. I'm seeing a lot of coins, wands, and swords. And those are, energy of strategy, resources, passion and desire, but there's not a lot of emotions being expressed. It's like they want to continue to have access to you. They know they're going to have to give something with the Six of Coins. They know that they can't come in empty-handed. This person may have just been working a lot to have something to give you with the Nine of Coins. But with the Maiden of Coins, I don't necessarily think it's going to be a huge offer, but it's like just enough to ease the stress of not having access. Just remember, people like to have options. They like to have access, especially in love and dating and intimacy. People like having access to people. But we'll see if some cups show up here, because you had the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups, ultimate fulfillment. You're moving into that energy of ultimate fulfillment, happiness, emotional completion through a lot of hard work that you've done on yourself. And many of you have found that through your work. And the thing with finding your work and purpose is that, you know, Knight of Wands, passion, desire, getting up in your head can be really distracting to that. So you're going to have a very important decision to make. Some of you might be, you know, asking friends, asking readers, or however you're getting, you know, getting good counsel from people on what to do here, not rushing to make a decision. Because Knight of Candles, this person might rush in and really put you on the spot. They might ask you out, and it's like you're kind of like, well, I don't know. Might be spur of the moment. It's like the Knight of Wands is somebody that catches you off guard. And maybe in the past, that's how they were. It's like it was exciting in the beginning, but now. So the real lesson for you here, or for them, is Lady of Cups and the Lord. Yeah, you're expecting, you know, somebody to follow through. Love is an action. Love is an investment. Love is a commitment. The Lady of Cups, you know, you don't frivolously love or give your emotions. And also, you've learned how to stabilize your emotions. Also, think of the big picture, what it is you really want. You want somebody that provides security and generosity, but the Lord of Coins is someone very generous, very thoughtful, very grounded. They're not in and out. The Knight of Wands is in and out. The Lord of Coins is somebody that follows through. They prove that they're committed. And it's not that, you know, you're overly materialistic, but you want to know that somebody is stable and consistent. You know that, you know, the Lady of Cups is somebody that wants to feel safe emotionally. And you don't want somebody that's just going to disappear. You want somebody that's going to be there the next day, right? You have the horse in the background. The Knight leaves. But the Lord of Coins, they stay. They follow through. They provide stability. And I think this person, you know, got you really up in your head. I think it forced you to grow. I think it forced you to not allow somebody to get you stuck. And the big transformative aspect of this is the Star. Yeah, like focusing on the bigger picture, being the Star. As far as your healing, your growth, your purpose, you have a higher purpose here. You're meant to be seen. Some of you are meant to be seen and recognized for what you do. There's something bigger at play here. So it's like you need to use restraint, strength. Don't allow this person to, you know, throw you off of your path. The Star is having a bigger path. And strength is the ability to know that, to resist that, to not allow the ego. Yes, it might be very validating for a particular person to come back into your life. But are they good for you? Are they coming in as this Lord of Coins? I think this person knows that you are worthy of a solid, stable commitment. They know that. But it's like they're testing you. There's a lot of hidden emotions and fears and anxieties that this person triggers within you. So let's get a few oracle cards. Let's see what the oracle cards are saying here and give you a little more clarity before you make that decision. Really think clearly about your long term, the big picture here. Don't get caught up in the moment. I think this person wants you to be a little ungrounded mentally and emotionally. They want you to be reactive as far as passion and desire. And see, that's where you get in that 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. That's what keeps you off of this. Because with the Wheel of Fortune, I'm seeing that somebody stable is coming into your life. Especially with Wheel of Fortune and 10 of Cups, this could be marriage and commitment coming into your life. Someone that's serious about you. Guarding themselves. The story will keep repeating until they see the pattern. This person, what I'm getting with guarding themselves is that they don't want to risk. They're guarding themselves, right, as this 9 of Coins. They want their freedom and the independence. They want the access to you. But it's like they're going to keep repeating this, wanting to be free, wanting to be independent, until they see a pattern with this. They're going to have to know or decide whether or not they want to be really committal with you or if they just want access to you. Also, you need to guard yourself. You need to recognize a pattern that you've been playing out with this person. Maybe that 5-5 again. It's like, do you want to, just allow somebody to sabotage the work that you're doing on yourself? Love slipping away. So much time has passed. They feel they can't get you back. Someone's feeling a need to act because you're slipping away. And 10 of Swords. I mean, this person definitely thinks that things have ended between the two of you. And they're going to act on impulse. It might not, it might even come out of nowhere. Because it's like they're just going to get the strength and the courage. And they're just going to be like, bam, I'm going to go in. See if this person wants to go out, wants to hook up, or wants to go on a date or something. It's like I'm getting that they're going to do it really impulsive when they feel triggered that it's over. It's going to push them into action in some way. And it's a long road ahead. The journey is still in its early stages. Is it worth waiting? Yeah, you got to ask yourself, is it worth waiting for this person? Because I feel like the Star can also be off in the distance. Something that's like, you don't really see it fully yet. And is it worth waiting? Especially if you have a new person coming into your life or you're trying to manifest something bigger. Only you can decide. Yeah, some of you want to release this attachment that energetically will not respond to neediness. Yeah, it's like, I think this person likes you when you're attached, when they know that they have you. Some people really get off on, they like when they have you. They don't want to commit to you, but they like having that access. And then the neediness gets you attached, and then they feel this safety and just leaving. Avoidants do this. They like needing, like the anxious attachment, neediness, because it gives them the freedom to just go away because they know they have you hooked. They know they have you attached. And see, that becomes a problem too. It's like they have to see and fear it actually being over. It's like once you stopped being needy on this person, they felt it. But then as soon as you feel a need to attach or for this person to follow through with something, then they pull away again. And that's the repeated pattern. That's what will happen is like, oh, I've got access again. This person's not letting go. I still have them. It's not over. And that's a vicious cycle. That is a cycle that will keep repeating and you'll keep waiting. I'm going to pull one more healing message and then we'll close it out there. But I do think you have an important decision to make based on what this person actually offers when they come in. But I'm getting that they kind of, with that Five of Swords being the outcome in that first pull spread, I'm getting that they may kind of just come in to trigger and sabotage to gain access to you again. That's part of the game. That's the Knight of Wands. That's the avoidant. That's the attachment, the access. It's not about love. You know, you have love, Lady of Cups, you have love, but they, you see the horse in the background, they want to be able to come and go. That love fuels them to go off into the world, be independent, do their own thing, letting go. Yes, some of you know you need to let go, especially of the pattern of, you know, expecting the back and forth to change. Some of you, this is a big lesson on letting go and healing. That's that star energy. Healing once and for all. Not allowing, and take off your mask. I feel like there's a lot of games. You're not speaking your truth. You're not able to be authentic with this person. And the ballet slippers, you know, there's definitely something that you're trying to perfect and focus your energy on. And you want to be able to be authentic. This person's wearing a mask. You feel like you can't be yourself, that you're no longer true to yourself anymore. All things to think about when you're dealing with these push and pull, hot and cold kind of relationships. And I did a reading earlier that really went into, you know, really setting your sights on the future, manifesting something new. Accepting that you were incompatible with somebody. Those are all themes. So I wish the best of luck and love to you, and don't settle for a pattern that's not working for you anymore. Love you guys. Bye.